some really good rounds today. Did a really good job with the counter wrestling. Didn't get much going with you. And the guard was impossible to pass today. I didn't get even a little bit close to past your guard. Yeah, and then you can actually see the moment where I hurt my foot, which is actually a good thing because I saw that it wasn't a big deal, and I'll be back training very soon. Just gonna take a couple of days off. Here you can see that I'm already trying to gauge what you do when I bounce down low, and then once I have the opportunity, I spin into that single leg. And then from here, it really is just about that guard. There were a couple of moves that I was trying today, trying to get pressure on the outside and inside of your legs, but I think I should have gone body lock earlier. But you were doing a good job intercepting my arms as they tried to get control over parts of your body. So you were really good about making sure I was always uncomfortable, off balancing me in various ways, like this is a really good waiter position. And then I had to ditch into some leg locking positions, but you were one step ahead. Just wanted to slow down this arm bar attempt here. You tried to grab between my legs, but that pummeling really made it so I couldn't get that arm. I was close though. Excellent control here. Just doing a really good job chaining back takes, and then right here staying on top. I was just able to get away from you here. I almost tapped to just this heavy gift wrap pressure, but I knew if I held here and just dealt with the pain a little bit, I would be able to get into a guard position and then into a passing position. I think the most high level part about this whole sequence is that control behind my tricep, making my arm across your body. That is ultimately what kept all the control, and once that was gone, I knew I could recover. First bit of guard play that I've had for the last few months, this kind of quarter guard series into a deep half. Do a good job smashing past it though. The thing that saved me was that cross shoulder post. Being a little bit annoying on your shoulder gave me a little bit of space, and then I could get out from underneath you. This was actually a really interesting read. You noticed that I could snap you down, and so you pull guard before I can take you down with a snap down. And then from here, I felt that deep De La Riva, so I went back for a leg lock. I think I almost had it here. If I was a little more aggressive, maybe I would have gotten it, but you did a really good job inverting into the right position. I maybe should have sat up here, maybe should have taken your back, but you do a good job switching legs and then inverting into the right outside heel hook position. Again, maybe I should have been a little more aggressive here, but really good defense. And then from here, I thought I would be able to take it, but really good defense, turning me onto my side and then finishing. Just a great sequence, leg lock sequence. So I upped the intensity here. I become a lot more pushing. I try to close the space, don't give you a chance to breathe here. I'm being very aggressive with the collar ties, and eventually with the underhooks, I kind of overwhelm you. That's fair. Tried for a punch choke here, but you weren't going to let me have it today. Good toughness, and then eventually you get to a good position. Really excellent avoidance here. Went for the toe hold, span in the right direction. I almost passed here. I think if you inverted again, you would have been in a better position, but I ended up sitting on your leg like this. Yeah, so it's very hard to invert. I thought I was in a good spot here. I maybe should have gone, I should have sprawled out a little bit and tried to take your back. That's probably what I should have done. So you can really see the difference in intensity today. Most times when I get that under leg grip, I get to pass here, or at least I get into an over-under position. But you did a really good job stopping that progress, and then just really good guard work here. So you can see this is the closest I got to a pass. I get to this shin staple here, and then all I have to do is pass that knee shield and I'm passed. So I get into a kind of over-under position, but then you get out. So from here, I felt like I could get a rugby pass. So I collapse onto your knee and I lift, but that leg mobility and getting that foot right on that bicep, almost impossible to stop. And then I thought I'd be able to get to the leg drag here, but that butt scoot to get away from me and stay in front of me. Very, very good guard work. And then here, just excellent shin to shin work. Even though this was a good position for me, I thought I'd be able to pass here, but that top leg ready to invert at any point, just impossible to stop. And then just the switch to the other leg to make sure that I get swept. Really nice work. So in order to get you now, I have to time it at odd places. There was a good guillotine there that maybe you could have got if you were able to toss me to the other side. But then from here is just about looking for submission. So I look for the north-south choke. And if you were to defend with that arm, I would have gone for the darce. But then you do a good job recovering to turtle and then grabbing my leg into a reverse half guard position. So what I do is I fake attack your neck to draw away attention from the legs. And then eventually, when I know I don't have the head at all anymore, I just quickly spin because your arms are occupied. Little knee bar. Then failed takedown. The cut was, I hurt my foot a little bit there. Should be back soon. And then from here is just kind of about survival. I knew that I had hurt my foot, so I was just being as conservative as possible. And then you eventually footlock me. So at this point, I was actually worried that you would stop because I was being so passive and being so lazy that I thought that it'd be very clear that I had stopped really engaging. And so I was actually legitimately worried that you would be like, "Are you okay, Mike?" and stop. But luckily, the foot wasn't that bad, so I was able to put a little bit of pressure on the foot to get into these kind of close guard, half guard situations. And then I capitalize on your willingness to attack submissions. Then I get to dominant position, and then I just decided it'd be better to end the round, and so I went for an ill-advised leg lock. This was really good. I think if you chain some Americanas at the same time, but it's tough to do that with me. I have a thick neck, and I just shrug my shoulders, and it's very difficult to do those kinds of collar or punch chokes on me. But really good rounds this week. I'll see you next week. Hopefully I'll be at 100%. Probably going to be playing a lot of guard this week, staying on the ground. But really excellent work. See you next week.